Hello first graders, today is May 7th, 2020. It is Thursday. Today for our TIG, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go over present tense verbs. Woo! So present tense verbs is a verb that's happening right now. So present tense verbs is happening right now, this very second. So there are two rules that we have to remember about present tense verbs. One of them is if the noun the verb is doing is singular, that means one, you need an S. Okay? So, I'm going to write a sentence really quick. Miss Chan eats a apple. Okay, so the sentence is Miss Chan eats an apple. I am one person, and this verb here is what I'm doing, is eats. Now, because I am one person, it needs a S at the end of the verb. So if it's one person, it needs a S. Say it with me. If it's one person or one thing or one animal, it needs a S. Good job. All right. So we're going to talk about Mrs. Draper now. Mrs. Draper read a book. How would I change the sentence so it's correct? What do I need to add? So Mrs. Draper read a book. What do I need to add to the verb read so it's correct? I need a S because Mrs. Draper is one person. So I'm going to put an S. Mrs. Draper is one person, so she needs an S at the end of the verb. All right, I'll try one more. And I'm going to say, the boy kicked the ball. So it says, the boy kicked the ball. But there's a problem. There's only one boy. So what did I forget here with this verb? What letter did I forget? Or what did I forget to add? I forgot the S. So if it's one person, one thing, it needs an S at the end. Now the other rule that you need to remember for verbs, especially in present tense, is that if it's plural, means more than one, it does not need an S. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sentence. The teachers walk in the park. So the sentence says, the teachers walk in the park. Now, I do not need an S after walk because there is more than one teacher. And how I know there's more than one teacher? Because there's an S here. Okay, so the teachers, more than one teacher, walk in the park. I do not need an S here because there's more than one. Okay, let's practice another one. This is the sentence that say, the cats sleep. So how many cats am I talking about here? Am I talking about one cat or am I talking about more than one cat? I'm talking about more than one cat, so therefore I don't need a S at the end of sleep. Okay? Now, what happens? It was just one cat. Just one. What do I need at the end of this word sleep, this verb? It needs a S. Good job. Okay. So today what you're going to do in your packet, you're going to look at this page, and you're going to circle the verb in each sentence and write it here. And then at the very bottom, you're going to write some verbs for what you think these pictures are doing. There are some words that help you. There's blows, wraps, and shines. If you can think of other verbs, you can write them here too. All right, so once again on this page, all you're doing is reading your sentences, circling the verbs, and then writing it here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do number 1 with you. Number 1 says, the dog plays with his ball. So where is the verb? It is plays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle it, and then I'm going to write it. It looks like that. Okay. All right, loves. It is the end of today's TIG lesson. As always, be safe, be kind, wash your hands. See you next week. Love you guys.